But did you know that the lack of saliva can also lead to tooth decay and bad breath? Well, there is Biotene, specially formulated with moisturizers and lubricants. Biotene can provide soothing relief, and it helps keep your mouth healthy, too. Biotene, for people who suffer from a dry mouth.
I am never getting married.
Never.
Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
A little bit here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
You can do this, Luke. Just gotta believe you can.
On Christmas Day, Rolling Stone raves Unbroken has a spirit that soars.
If you can take it, you can make it.
It's one of the best films of the year.
Who is the Olympic athlete?
Inspirational and epic. Filled with hope, faith, and forgiveness.
If I can take it, I can make it.
Unbroken, rated PG-13, Christmas Day.
I think it's official. The holiday travel is in full swing.
Yeah, it definitely is. And few people know that as well as Reagan Medji. She's at LaGuardia Airport, New York, and she's following the rush. Reagan?
Well, that's right, guys. The rush it is. I mean, the sun's out. It's a beautiful day for traveling if you're at LaGuardia Airport for a couple of reasons. Not only is it nice skies for travel, and we're going to show you why. Let's walk inside a little bit. It's also nice for everybody just to get here. You don't have to worry about going through the sloppy mess of the ice and the snow, although people do want the snow. Let's look at the arrivals and departures here. We got arrivals here on time, but then you see there's some delays. A couple. One cancer, Louisville. We talked about that all day. And then you go over to departures again. You're on time. A couple of them are a little bit delayed. But I just looked on a website called Flight Aware. It's a website that will tell you, for free how the departures and arrivals are going throughout the country. Here, JFK and Newark are about a half an hour delays. Here in LaGuardia, no delays. And that's pretty interesting because LaGuardia has a history of having weather problems. Reynolds?
Reagan, I got to ask you, and we've seen some of the delays. What are the mood? What's the mood that you're able to pick up there? What's the vibe? Are people kind of frustrated? Are they just gearing up with anticipation for a big travel weekend? What do you think?
Well, you know what? I think people actually are going pretty smoothly. So let's look at everybody here. Hi, hello, hello. So you see, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of frustration within the crowds here. There isn't a large crowd, but the people I spoke with, there was one guy who says, I'm a little worried about delays. That's always the biggest thing because he wants to get home to his family for Christmas break. But then you have other people who are like, I came in early. I was a little worried about the traffic getting in, but it seems like everything here is fine. So if we look at here, everybody's kind of smooth moving. We have somebody who's likely going home from college. Everybody is packed. And when we talk about packing, the TSA, this is the time of year where maybe if there are some people out there that don't travel often are going to take to the skies to visit relatives far and away. TSA wants to say there's like a 3-1-1 rule. So if you have items that are, liquids, 3.4 ounces and lower, that's okay. In a 1-quart clear plastic bag per one person if you're going to have a carry-on. So make sure, go onto TSA.gov and you get all that information. And of course, when we talk about the crowds and people going and visiting relatives, they might be bringing gifts with them. That's fine. Don't wrap the gifts because if the TSA is suspicious about any particular gift, they're going to unwrap it. And likely the gift isn't intended for them anyway. So that's just something you want to keep in mind when you're going to go through TSA for those of you who are traveling for the holidays. Guys, back to you.
Okay, sounds good. Unless you know if your TSA handler what they like for Christmas,
Gift. I think we've just started a new trend. Reynolds. Awesome.
Absolutely. Jen, take it away on travel delays.
All right, let's talk about travel because this is the one thing, the weather, that can really give you headaches at the airports. Let's bring in the plane and we'll show you what we are expecting when it comes to travel delays today. It's coming, or maybe it's a little delayed. I think it might be. Well, you know why? We've got low clouds and fog in San Francisco. So this must be a flight bound to San Francisco. That is one spot I'm watching this morning for delays. Also around the Houston area, we haven't seen delays at either airport there at Bush Intercontinental or at Houston Hobby, but we do have rain out there. So we're watching that, especially on the roads. You know, getting to the airport might be the problem time for you there just because of all the rain affecting traffic. Also, for travelers today, speaking of travel, if you're on I-10, we're tracking some heavy rain coming in right now, heading over towards Pensacola, and there will be more of that through the day today. Reynolds.
Okay, that's a story from the ground, but how about high up? You ever wonder what life is like 268 miles above the surface of the earth? Our own Maria LaRosa finds that firsthand. That story's coming up. Sit tight.
MegaRed is an omega-3 supplement recognized by the Hope Heart Institute. Research shows omega-3s may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. The omega-3s in MegaRed are easily absorbed by the body, and it's just one small pill a day. Support your heart health with MegaRed.
Where we go is who we are. And fuels from Exxon and Mobil help your engine run smoother, cleaner, and with better fuel economy. We are energy, and energy lives here.
All right, listen up. Out on that field today, you will be ready for anything. And I want you to always remember, this is the greatest team you will ever be part of.
There's a team that makes a real difference in the world. Join the team that makes a difference. Earning unlimited cash back on purchases. That's a win. But imagine earning it twice. Introducing the Citi Double Cash Card. It lets you earn cash back twice. Once when you buy, and again as you pay. It's cash back, then cash back again. And that's a cash back win-win. The Citi Double Cash Card. The only card that lets you earn cash back twice on every purchase. With 1% when you buy and 1% as you pay. With 2 ways to earn, it makes a lot of other cards seem one-sided.
From I wonder what it is to you'll never guess. Everything from LL Bean is backed by the same rock-solid guarantee. So while they keep guessing, you know that we'll take it back or replace it. LL Bean, guaranteed to please.
Say hello to the new weather.com, a beautiful new design with weather as the main story. The information you need, the site you rely on, the brand you...
You don't want that one.
Yeah, actually I do. It's Mucinex Fastmax Nighttime, and it's got a nasal decongestant.
Is that really a thing? Sounds made up.
I can't sleep when I'm all stuffy.
I take offense to that.
I'm not going to argue with a talking ball of mucus.
I think you're being a little hasty. Oh.
He's not with me.
Mucinex Fastmax Nighttime. Multi-symptom relief plus nasal decongestant. Breathe easy, sleep easy. Start the relief, ditch the misery. Let's end this.
So, as my personal financial psychic, I'm sure you know what this meeting is about.
Yes, a raise.
I'm letting you go.
I knew that.
You see, this is my Amerivest managed...
Balances.
No, portfolio. And if it doesn't perform well for 2 consecutive...
Gold.
Quarters.
Yeah.
Then Amerivest gives me back their advisory...
Stocks.
Fees for those quarters.
Yeah.
So, I'm confident I'm in good hands.
For all the confidence you need. TD Ameritrade. You got this.
Berries.com. Click the mic and enter code WEATHER. Or call 888-SWEET-90.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your Local on the 8s, brought to you by the Lexus December to Remember sales event is here, now through January 5th.
And then Santa's workers zapped it right to our house. And that's how they got it here.
Cool.
The magic of the season is here at the Lexus December to Remember sales event. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Currently in our area, 72 degrees under fair skies. Today, sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. High 78. Winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a few passing clouds. Low 62. Winds light and variable. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 79. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
So Jen, are you into skiing? Are you a ski freak like me?
I'm not a freak like you, a ski freak, I should clarify,
Well,
like
I'm a
you,
freak.
but I do like skiing. How about Squaw Valley? 19 inches in the last week?
Yeah, they've had quite a bit. I mean, it looks beautiful. I mean, just a Currier and Ives setting that you have there. I'm not the greatest skier, not like Goodloe or Cantori, but let me tell you, that is a beautiful place up there. So many great places to choose from and spots that are finally getting some snowfall.
Finally, especially after last year, looking good here. But Reynolds, the thing is, farther north, they are not getting the snow.
That is very true. We're going to tag on that part right now. We're going to talk about what's happening in parts of the Northwest, namely in Seattle for the time being. You take a look at this, and you know, Jen, what is it about the timing of this? We've been seeing a few nice little holes we have in the sky. Get a little bit of clear skies over there, over parts of Seattle. Beautiful time where we have wind out of the south at 8 miles per hour. Beautiful morning along Puget Sound. 46 degrees. Gusts are really none to speak of. But rain is going to be one of the big issues that we're going to deal with in parts of the Northwest. Not just along the Olympic Range, where high off we're getting some snowfall, but notice along I-5, you get up towards Lake Sammamish, and then we see it make the transformation. That beautiful transformation going from the raindrops to the snowflakes, and you're going to see it the higher up you go. Farther south we go, very similar scenario. North of San Francisco, there you go, seeing some scattered showers moving right towards Napa Valley. Then notice once you get up into the Sierra, we have again going from the drops to the snowflakes. Plenty of that in a lot of places. Some places so desperate for it, they're happy to see it, and they're going to get it. For today and tomorrow, though, notice we're going to see some of that raging its way through the Cascades, Sierra, and then also marching into the northern Rockies on Sunday over towards Boise. Same kind of deal, but much of the snow actually filling into rainfall. And Jen, as we wrap it up, take a look. Some locations getting anywhere from 5 to 8 inches of rainfall. Could be heavy stuff. Let's send it back over to you.
And certainly more rain than there will be snow. Reynolds, thank you. And time now for a look at the view from above. Check out these images snapped by astronaut Terry Virts from aboard the International Space Station. Oh, look at that. Afternoon sunlight yesterday off East Texas and Louisiana. No sunlight out there today. We got a lot of clouds. A beautiful view yesterday, and astronauts have been seeing these breathtaking views from the ISS now for 14 years. We've got another one. This is an overhead shot of Dallas, Texas. What's it like living 268 miles above the Earth to get these kind of shots? Well, Maria LaRosa takes us aboard the ISS.
Very few people ever get the chance to travel to space. Even fewer get the chance to live aboard this. The International Space Station, orbiting the Earth continuously since the year 2000. One of the first astronauts to make that trip was Shuttle Commander Bob Cabana.
I was fortunate enough to command the first space station assembly mission. We attached Unity to the docking port on the shuttle, and then we attached Zarya to Unity, and we actually got to power up the space station and go inside for the first time, and that was really special.
During my visit to the Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, I got the chance to see what life was like aboard the ISS. First stop, the sleeping quarters.
On the space station, they actually have these kind of like mini staterooms. You know, it's nothing plush. It's just a private place. Sleeping's fine. You got a place to store all your stuff.
And then there's the exercise equipment that keeps the astronauts in shape.
You have to exercise 2 hours a day, mandatory on the space station. And it's both aerobic and strength exercise.
I even got to take a simulated spacewalk between modules, putting our home planet in a whole new perspective.
So yeah, I think you have the best view in the world of the weather happening.
You know what really grabs you from a weather point of view, it's the severe weather. Being in it on Earth and seeing it from space, a hurricane doesn't look that bad from space. You know, weather is pretty amazing.
The view you must have had of the Aurora Borealis and the Southern Lights as well. What was that like?
I mean, you can just see it, this shimmering green curtain dancing. And you know, you're flying right through it.
What does the future hold? What's next?
We have an awesome future. We are enabling commercial space operations, and the goal is to put boots on Mars, Maria, and that is going to be fantastic.
And I can't wait for it. Bob, thank you so much for having us.
It was my pleasure. Thanks so much for coming.
MegaRed is an omega-3 supplement recognized by the Hope Heart Institute. Research shows omega-3s may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. The omega-3s in MegaRed are easily absorbed by the body, and it's just one small pill a day. Support your heart health with MegaRed.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
Get 10% off major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hi, Anthony. How much does my discount double check save me?
About $150.
Done.
Insurance, find me money.
I got you $1.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you get to a better state.
If it's in your nature to love the great outdoors, don't miss your chance to find the perfect gift at the Cabela's Christmas sale. Shop for amazing deals like 50% off Cabela's hunting chest waders, an RLS Plus fly combo, select cold weather jackets, and select camo clothing. Plus, get there early for our Saturday 8 a.m. doorbusters. Don't miss the Cabela's Christmas sale in-store and online at Cabela's.com.
Hello, I'm an Idaho potato farmer, and our big Idaho potato truck is still missing. So my buddy here is going to help me find it. There you go! It's out there somewhere, spreading the word about America's favorite potato, heart-healthy Idaho potatoes, and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women campaign. If you see it, I hope you'll let us know. Always look for the Grown in Idaho seal.
I want more than anything to win a gold medal, and we have someone who could do that.
Foxcatcher has been nominated for 3 Golden Globes, including Best Picture.
What's he get out of all this?
America, winning. It's also been nominated for 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards.
The sport of wrestling is a low sport, and I don't like to see you being low.
A movie experience unlike any other.
I am giving America hope.
Rated R, now playing select cities.
Check out all these airline seats. Lots of them, right? But when you try to get one by using your travel rewards card miles, those seats mysteriously vanish. Why? All the flights you want are blacked out, or they hit you up for some outrageous number of miles. Switch to the Venture card from Capital One. With Venture, use your miles on any airline, any flight, anytime. No blackout dates. And with every purchase, you'll earn unlimited double miles. Now we're getting somewhere. What's in your wallet?
Surely a vacuum shouldn't just work on carpets. Well, the Dyson DC65 has better overall performance across all floors than any other vacuum. Works for me.
Say hello to the new weather.com, a beautiful new design with weather as the main story. The information you need, the site you rely on, the brand you trust. The new weather.com, the final piece in the Weather Channel redesign. The Weather Channel, it's amazing out there.
Currently in our area, 72 degrees under fair skies. Today, sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. High 78. Winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a few passing clouds. Low 62. Winds light and variable. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 79. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
on the Weather Channel.
Oh, check this out. The snowy conditions people have been dealing with in parts of the Midwest. One guy did a hyperlapse video on his commute yesterday in Kansas City. Some areas there saw 7 inches of snow.
You could see some of the slush on the ground, and the streets look good. But what some bad news is for all the folks enjoying the winter wonderland here, the snow is not going to stick around for Christmas. Temperatures will climb into the 40s next week, which means Kansas City will miss out on a white Christmas.
All right, folks. Well, thanks so much for staying with us on Weather Center Live. I'm Reynolds Wolf.
And I'm Jen Carfagno. So we're talking about the chance for a white Christmas. It's big news. We know you're talking about it too. So behind us, we've got our 2 favorite forecast models.
That's right. And that's because the models don't always agree. And the difference here, which we're going to show you in moments, could mean the difference between rain and snow for your city on Christmas Day. And before we get to that, Jen, can you explain to our viewers across America what that blue line stands for?
All right. So the all-important blue line.
Yes.
This blue line indicates the rain-snow line. Now, these are forecasts, and these are forecast models. However, we're going to pick teams. You're going to pick the American team. I've got the European team. And we're going to show you where the snow is going to be for Christmas.
Okay, fire away.
All right, so let's start. The European model, this is on Tuesday, the day before Christmas Eve next week. You've got a lot of warm air coming up into the Northeast. It's going to mean for travel, a lot of rain. And the colder air back into parts of the Midwest where our low is, Reynolds.
Okay, well, I'm going to see your model and show you what you can expect for the U.S. GFS model. On Tuesday, you see that troublemaker right there in parts of the Great Lakes hugging the coast of Michigan. We put it in motion. You see that area of low pressure pulling the moisture all the way up from the Gulf of Mexico. Boom! We pull it a little bit more up towards Lake Erie, over towards just southeast of Lake Superior. And notice near Lake Huron, you're still tapping into more of that moisture. It's coming up, colder air behind it. Chicago could see a little bit of wintry action, and then we continue to put it into motion. And what we're going to be dealing with is more rain possibly for New York, but it looks like best chance of snow possibly in parts of Michigan. It looks like, at least according to this one.
But my low is further south than yours.
It is. So there are subtle differences.
So what they're in, it is these subtle differences actually, which is going to make a big deal in your forecast. And these are still things that we need to work out by next week, right? Models having slightly different solutions. In general, they're very similar. Still both have a low, and both have very windy conditions as we look ahead to next week. But the snow, it's all the point of this is who gets the snow, right? So we see that back across Michigan into northern Indiana and Ohio on their European model. On Christmas Eve, the snow starts to fall.
You know what's going to be interesting as we wrap this up? Both scenarios show that we might see a very interesting northwesterly component coming off the Great Lakes. Cleveland might see some interesting snowfall, maybe even Buffalo.
Well, yeah, let's look ahead as we take Christmas Eve and fast forward into Christmas Day, and we look at the model, looking at the snow. Here we go, Christmas Day. Now bringing in the cold air into western Pennsylvania, western New York, and now we're talking about that snow. So that's what we need to focus on, Reynolds, right, is Christmas Day, the white Christmas.
Yeah, well, it certainly looks like that. Some of you may be getting hopefully a nice snowblower for Christmas. White Christmas, you see the historical chances. Milwaukee, 60% for you. Detroit, about 38%. Far less than that in Cincinnati with 19. But then you increase a bit when you get into St. Louis, 21% chance. Chicago, the Windy City, about a 38% chance of having a historical chance, a chance of Christmas. Better chance, Jen, over in Burlington with 65%.
I'm going to say there's a 100% chance of Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, good point. Point taken.
But white Christmas is what we need to talk about. So Boston for you, I mean, and 19% chance historically that you will have snow on the ground on Christmas. We're going to talk more about the whole definition of a white Christmas coming up. But yeah, the forecast is what matters. And look at all this rain on the eastern seaboard. There could even be thunderstorms. So that's going to be your story. That's your Christmas Eve. That's what Santa is going to be riding into town on. And then we go to Thursday, Christmas Day, and we've got the colder air coming in. But I tell you what, not cold enough. New York City, even if some of that moisture was still around, our temperatures are in the 40s. Now, where we're talking snow is in the Rockies, and we will have more on your Christmas Day chances of snow coming up as well. Chicago for you, your forecast is rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday comes your snow on Christmas Eve, and then dry on Christmas Day. All right, let's have more on the rain that we're seeing right now in the South. Reynolds.
Absolutely, and for that we're going to go right to the radar, really telling the story of the travel across parts of the Deep South. And yes, it involves the raindrops from Corpus Christi clear up along parts of the intercoastal through Houston, Lake Charles, seeing plenty of rain. We also see in parts of central and northern Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi, Yazoo City, you're going to deal with the raindrops too. Now notice as we take you hour by hour, we wrap it up right through Houston and into Jackson, New Orleans, all seeing a chance of showers. And I'll tell you, one place that certainly had the share of rain, Houston. And that's where we have Mike Seidel. He's live in the downtown Houston area. Mike, certainly rainy times for you, my man.
It has been a downpour virtually nonstop all morning here since late last night. Not only rain, but how about some December thunder and lightning even here in Houston? That's pretty unusual. We're out here on the west side of town, not far from downtown on the 10. This is the Katy Freeway. Traffic going that way is heading towards downtown Houston. Across the highway, that is the westbound traffic. If you take it far enough, you end up in San Antonio. Actually, if you take it all the way to the end, you end up in beautiful Santa Monica, California on I-10, all the way to Southern California and Los Angeles. Back here in Houston, take a look at the rain and the impacts from before sunrise this morning. This is what happens when it rains more than an inch an hour and it collects in these low spots under these freeways. This is some urban flash flooding, and what we always tell you is turn around these drivers decided to drive through it. It's not, it's not up to the tops of their cars, but still not a great idea because you don't know how deep it's going to get and how fast that water can rise. Reynolds, Jen?
Okay, thanks so much. Surprisingly, no major delays for the time being at the airport, so that's certainly some of the good news. All right, now we're going to send it over to Jen, who's got the very latest on the Rockies and possibly some snowfall. Jen.
If you want a guaranteed white Christmas, I'll show you where to go. Let's take a look at what's happening across the west here. We do have some of that snow to talk about coming your way in 2 rounds. So we've got 1 round coming in over the weekend and then another round potentially into Christmas Day. First of all, this is what's happening by midweek next week. We've got our jet stream digging over the area, bringing in the cooler air, allowing an area of low pressure and an upper level disturbance to roll on through. And it sets up just south here of Denver. It's actually a pretty good location for a low pressure system to be to get snow in Denver, but especially into the Rockies as we get you into the coming plan for next week. So looking ahead to the Christmas Eve forecast, our next weather maker coming into the northwest, it is going to mean rain for us up here across the northwest. I-5 is going to be wet from Seattle down through Portland into Northern California. There will be some spots you encounter some of that wintry mix of precip, but the snow level should be fairly high at this point. So getting up into the highest elevations there in the Cascades is where you'll enter some travel problems. But then we bring in the chance for some snow across Jackson, Wyoming, West Yellowstone. New snow for you if that's where you're taking the family for the holidays. Salt Lake City, it's going to be a little bit of a mix of everything on Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day, Salt Lake City, now your forecast is looking white. So the Wasatch finally picking up some good snow for the ski resorts. Park City, loving this forecast, right? If that's where you're going for the holidays, great news. By Christmas Day, you will get some fresh powder as a holiday gift. Now, in the Rockies, too, we're going to get some snowfall coming all the way down through the central and southern Rockies. Denver on Christmas Day, not just yet, but you will have some snow from a system from over this weekend. So Denver, don't worry. I think in the area anyway, especially get up into the hills, we will get some snow for you. Now let's take a look at how much. This is one of our computer model forecasts, and we are looking at some significant snowfall coming down here. 12 to 18 inches over here across parts of Idaho, the Sawtooth. Then we take you into the West Yellowstone area, especially up at the highest of elevations. We could see more than 18 inches of snow, maybe 2 feet of snowfall at the highest peaks in the Colorado Rockies as well. So looking good when it comes to getting some new snowfall across the area. Let's look at your Denver forecast. It is a dry one, great for travel, and you head up into the mountains and you get some skiing in, and that's where you will have the new fresh powder. Reynolds.
All right, Jen, thanks so much. Well, as you might imagine, weather is causing all kinds of travel headaches this morning, especially for travels that are, well, trying to get a head start on Christmas. Plus, New York City, the likelihood of a white Christmas isn't looking good right now. So how is that affecting the holiday spirit? Let you know coming up.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under fair skies. Today, sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. High 78. Winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a few passing clouds. Low 62. Winds light and variable. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 79. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
clearly for 1 second at 60 miles per hour, you can't see clearly for 88 feet. And a lot can happen in 88 feet. That's why Bosch created the new Icon with ClearMax 365. It's a rubber technology for longer lasting performance, not found on any other wiper blade. Because like you, Bosch cares about what's ahead.
It's the Buick.
Sir. Buick. Where's the Buick?
Buick. The expectation-shattering Buick LaCrosse.
Celebrate the holidays and pay no interest for 5 years. Plus, get $3,000 total purchase bonus cash on the 2014 LaCrosse.
Hey, Mom, can I have a hot chocolate?
We'll all have hot cocoa.
Ma'am, need a strong pot of Joe.
The all-new Keurig 2.0. Christmas is days away, so let's act fast, really fast. Let's do must-have, know-how, just right now. Last minute? You got it. Or get one of these. Let's put the list to bed. Add up the savings and count down the days. That's how to holiday. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Buy a combo kit and get up to $150 toward any cordless power tool, radio, or battery.
You can change your style to express your unique personality. So why can't you do the same with your eye color? We at Alcon believe you can. Introducing new Air Optics Colors prescription contact lenses. Its unique 3-in-1 color technology blends with your own eye color for a naturally beautiful look with comfort all month long. Virtually try on your perfect color and get a free trial offer at airopticscolors.com.
Dad, I know I haven't said this often enough, but thank you.
Thank you, Mom, for protecting my future.
Thank you for being my hero and my dad.
Military families are uniquely thankful for many things. The legacy of USAA Auto Insurance could be one of them. If you're a current or former military member or their family, get an auto insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
Today, a cyber terrorist targeted a nuclear reactor. To catch this guy, we need a black hat hacker named Hathaway.
If you want my assistance, I want you to commute my sentence.
Where's the next target? LA? Hong Kong?
Jakarta. I'm the only one who can stop him. This is only the beginning.
Black Hat, rated R, starts January 16th.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra. You get sick, you can't breathe through your nose. Suddenly, you're a mouth breather. Well, put on a Breathe Right strip and instantly open your nose up to 38% more than cold medicines alone, so you can breathe and sleep. Shut your mouth and sleep right. Breathe Right.
So, Reynolds, you know what one of my favorite Christmas presents was?
Bring it.
Windshield wipers, and really good ones. I'm serious.
You know, I think that would be a great stocking stuffer for many people that call Shreveport, maybe Houston, Galveston home today.
I mean, look at this rain. It is coming down. It's been a tough commute with a lot of rain, and there's still more to come. Houston, Galveston, over all the way, really to New Orleans. You'll run into showers along the way.
Absolutely. You know, right now, though, one place not seeing much in terms of rainfall is New York. And New York also happens to be a major tourist destination, especially this time of year.
That's right. The hotels we packed, hard to find a cab. But we take you out to Reagan Medji, who is live in New York, says there is one thing not in New York.
That's right. So I'll let the imagination go for a little bit. Now, New York tourism officials say about 5 million people come visit this beautiful city from the holidays of Thanksgiving all the way to New Year's. Between that, a lot of people, of course, come to see those iconic Christmas landmarks like the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. However, when we spoke with people yesterday about visiting the area, either by plane, train, or automobile, they say, you know what, we're really hoping that the weather only adds to our experience. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, decorated with 45,000 lights, the elaborate window displays that line Fifth Avenue. These are some of the holiday tourist attractions. The weather made sightseeing bearable.
For New York, I feel like summer today.
It feels a little warmer today than a normal December day.
During the holidays, officials estimate 750,000 people visit this plaza every day, either to see the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree or the beautiful window displays throughout the area. But even with all of these holiday lights, everyone we spoke with says there's still one thing missing.
A little snow.
Snow. And a frigid cold.
A little would be nice, but I can't say it puts a damper on anything not having snow.
Turns out visitors have a bone to pick with Santa. So St. Nick, if you're watching the Weather Channel right now, listen up.
I want a blizzard this year. I want a nice big one.
Snow.
You want snow?
Yeah, I want snow. Actually on Christmas Day.
Everyone wants white Christmas.
So if you too want a white Christmas, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus, and you might want to ask him for a little snow on the big day, and maybe you also want to ask for, flights on time. Right now at LaGuardia International Airport, where we're at, all the flights seem to be arriving and leaving on time, but Newark and JFK, you're seeing about a half an hour delay right now. Of course, a big holiday travel weekend before that story mess coming on Monday. Guys, back to you.
All right, Reagan, as I tell my kids, you can't ask for everything. You can ask, but Santa can't deliver snow and no delays, right? Let's take a look at the airports. We're running down the list for you, and we do have some problem spots out there, mainly on the West Coast, where we've got rain right now in San Francisco, low cloud deck. That's going to cause some issues. The other spot to watch is Dallas, and not because of the weather, but they're just doing inspections of the runways. And so that's going to add a minor departure delay for you this morning. Also, what might add a little extra time before you take off is in Cleveland, in Pittsburgh, probably in Chicago, although not officially. We might see some delays there, some departure delays, because we are looking at some de-icing going on, and that causes some additional time before you take off. Normally, you can make it up in flight without any big deal. Otherwise, you run down the list, and really San Francisco is the main spot to watch, with more than 2 hour, almost 2.5 hour delays, thanks to the low clouds and the rain, and that's likely to stick around through today. This is a typical Friday, Reynolds, in San Francisco. We're used to these kinds of delays. Reynolds, over to you.
Good to see you, Jen. All right, mi amigos, who gets a white Christmas? Anyone interested? Well, find out some of the updated chances of where snow will be for the big holiday. That's coming up in the winter weather update. Take a look at that. Keep your fingers crossed.
Consequence number 5, the sleepless night. Sorry. Robitussin DMX Nighttime's dual-action liquid instantly soothes your throat and delivers fast, powerful cough relief. Robitussin, don't suffer the consequences.
Puffs knows winter is hard on your face. The start of sneeze season, the wind-blown watery eyes, and of course, the snow angels with your little angels. That's why Puffs is soft. Puffs Plus Lotion is gentle on sensitive skin. They help soothe irritation by locking in moisture better, so you can always put your best face forward. A face in need deserves Puffs indeed. Try Puff Soft Pack today. It's the flexible pack that fits anywhere.
This thing is getting bigger and bigger.
Mother Nature can absolutely change people.
I'm ready to get out of here and create a new track.
This is a tornado emergency.
It was hard to believe weather could do that.
Never seen anything like this in my life.
Stay tuned for your Local on the 8s, brought to you by Walmart, where you'll find unbeatable prices on this year's top gifts.
Walmart
has everything you need to make your signature Christmas dish.
Mine is mouth-watering mashed potatoes. I mix my russets with milk, butter, and cream cheese to make them super creamy. And yours?
Socket to me spiral cut ham.
Whoa, you made this?
Yep. I just take a Sam's Choice super premium spiral cut ham from Walmart, bake it flat side down, tint the foil so all the juices can mingle.
Who are you?
Ham Man.
Walmart has everything you need for Christmas dinner at unbeatable prices. Guaranteed by Savings Catcher. Walmart.
Currently in our area, 74 degrees under fair skies. Today, sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. High 78. Winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a few passing clouds. Low 62. Winds light and variable. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 79. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis like me, and you're talking to your rheumatologist about a biologic, this is Humira. This is Humira helping to relieve my pain and protect my joints from further damage. This is Humira giving me new perspective. Doctors have been prescribing Humira for 10 years. Humira works for many adults. It targets and helps to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Talk to your doctor and visit Humira.com. This is Humira at work.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Kevin. Blah, blah, insurance. Person, come help.
Hey, Grandma. 6 callers ahead of us, Jimmy.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. There to help you get to a better state.
You know what's gone? Kevin? The aspartame in You'll Play Light, they took it out.
Oh, yeah. For soft, beautiful feet, I have a professional secret. Amopay and its premium foot care line. The new Amopay Pedi Perfect Foot File gives you soft, beautiful feet effortlessly. Its microlumina rotating head buffs away hard skin, even on those hard-to-reach spots. It's amazing. You can see it and feel it. My new must-have for soft, beautiful feet. Amopay Pedi Perfect. Find it in the foot care aisle or at the registers in these stores. Amopay. Love every step.
Replacing old drain lines used to mean tearing up floors and walls and digging a huge trench in your house, but not anymore. Now there's trenchless drain line repair. Our trenchless pipelining method creates a new permanent pipe inside the existing pipe. A liner saturated with epoxy is inserted into the pipe. A bladder is inflated until the epoxy hardens to form a new pipe inside the old pipe. It's removed and the pipe is ready for use, better than new. Need a drain line repair? Go trenchless. Call Quick Plumbers today.
Berries.com. Click the mic and enter code WEATHER. Or call 888-SWEET-90.
Ride on the most treacherous highway in the world to experience the high risk of heavy rescue. Highway Through Hell, Sundays at 10 on the Weather Channel.
This is a big question every year. Who will get a white Christmas? We've narrowed it down to 5 cities with pretty good chances, so we want you to weigh in. Go to weather.com/White Christmas. Vote in our online poll. Well, Chicago, Buffalo, Philly, Omaha, or Little Rock take the crown. So We'll have more on this coming on up.
You know, I think before we even get to that, would it be a good idea? Should we switch gears and hand it over to our
Well, let's talk about, we can actually give you a heads up on this, who you should vote for. We're going to tell you who has a chance of a white Christmas. And first of all, Reynolds, what really is a white Christmas anyway?
We all want to know. Well, believe it or not, it's defined as a snow depth of at least 1 inch observed on December 25th.
All right, so it doesn't need to be falling from the sky on Christmas. It just has to be on the ground. And this is where we have snow on the ground right now. We've got 41% of the country with snow cover.
Wow, that's fantastic. And there's some places where you want it, up in ski country, well, you're going to have quite a bit. Some places have a snow depth in excess of 2 feet. We're talking about Steamboat, much of Yampa Valley. You've got plenty of snow there. You get to high elevations also in spots like, say, Idaho. You're doing pretty well. Sun Valley.
I just want to say, Reynolds, that this area right here, this is what we got yesterday, and that's not going to stick around. So if you're voting for none of those spots, don't, because it is going to warm up.
The jet stream does play a difference, doesn't it? Because we have that dip where it's going to lift its way to the north. That's going to allow some warmer air to come in from the Gulf, but then you have that.
So an area of low pressure moves over the Great Lakes. It will strengthen. It will bring a lot of wind. The kind of wind that's going to blow your holiday decorations around. If you got those big inflatables in your front yard, I don't know about that.
You know, I'll tell you, you're going to see plenty of water on those inflatables as you get into Christmas Day in parts of upstate Maine. However, in high elevation, again, we're going to see the wintry mix. Some of the snow showers moving back into parts of the Ohio Valley, and then out west, we see a different scenario.
Yeah, that's right. Now, you have a much better chance of definitely getting snow here, especially when you head up in elevation. Our dip in the jet stream, our low pressure, our disturbance moves along through and heads up. Southern Colorado is where that low pressure sets up. And as we track it, it will bring some snow maybe to the highest spots in the Cascades. But Reynolds, you know, much better chance of getting snow on Christmas Eve into Montana, into northern Idaho, into parts of Wyoming.
Okay, you take a look at some of the highest totals, some locations over 2 feet in some places. And that brings in the question about, well, you take a look at this. Your white Christmas chance is Thursday. Some places likely, other places just possible.
Just possible. All right, so now's your chance to vote. This is how we want you to weigh in on the challenge. Chicago, Buffalo, Philly, Omaha, or Little Rock. Do you think one of these spots will take the snowflake crown this year?
Absolutely. Come on, guys. Take part in this. All the cool kids are doing it. Plus, we want to see your videos. Let us know why you and your family deserve a white Christmas this year. You can simply do that by simply texting My White Christmas to 99,000, and you'll be directed exactly how to upload video.
All right, so in addition, many of us are picking out that perfect tree for the holidays. You might have it up already. Christmas tree farmers say the federal government has delivered them a lump of coal.
That's right. KING Seattle's Danielle Lee explains why they say the U.S. Department of Agriculture is holding up efforts to promote the sale of real trees.
For the Parbin family, Christmas always begins with an annual trudge through the mud to chop down the perfect tree.
Having the smell in the house, it's worth it.
For years, Christmas tree farmers have worried the number of American families set on a live tree was dwindling. Then sales dropped to a record low in 2012. It's why Rochester farmer Mark Steelhammer initially led the push for a government-sponsored, industry-supported PR boost, similar to the ones that delivered the Beef It's What's for Dinner and Got Milk campaigns.
Got milk. You know, when you're selling trees for less than you can produce them for, you can only do that for so long.
So here's how the program works. Each Christmas tree farmer who cuts and sells at least 500 trees a year is going to have to pay a 15-cent fee per tree. All of that money will go into a fund that will be used to promote the sale of Christmas trees. The USDA had promised tree farmers 2014 was their year. The promotions program was finally approved after getting sidelined back in 2011 when Republicans accused the Obama administration of trying to put a tax on Christmas. But then this fall, the government dropped the news it was delaying the program again for another year.
Oh, it's horribly frustrating, but it's, you know, every time you get to a point where you think, yeah, it's going to go, and then there's another roadblock.
At this point, Christmas tree sales have rebounded from their recession lows. But Mark says that doesn't make the program any less important.
Because there's going to be another time when things are oversupplied.
And the industry could need a little help getting families like the Parbins out to tree lots.
There you go, guys. Hey, we're going to talk rain in Houston coming up.
We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
Currently in our area, 75 degrees under fair skies. Today, sunshine and a few afternoon clouds. High 78. Winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, a few passing clouds. Low 62. Winds light and variable. Saturday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 79. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Weekend is almost here, and it's not just any weekend we're talking about. It's going to be one of the busiest weekends of the year with the holiday, Christmas, well, the travel right around the corner.
That's right. The weather may not cooperate, though, with all the shopping and the traveling. We're going to track the rain and snow, and that means a look at who could see a white Christmas.
And more on that busy travel weekend. It has already gotten underway. We've got a mess on the roads, the airports. In some places really not that bad, and we're going to take a look at how things may change over the next few hours.
And we say good morning to you in Seattle. Oh, some cloudy skies this morning. Rain on the way to start your weekend, but it's the snow that's lacking in the Northwest. So how much could the next system help the dwindling snowpack? It's all next on Weather Center Live. Joining us, I'm Jen Carfagno.
And I'm Reynolds Wolf, and it is the Friday before Christmas. And in many parts of the country, people are going to have to deal with congested roads, airports, and, of course, some rough weather.
Yeah, it's really a mix of everything across the nation. We've got some fog, we've got some rain coming in. New York City, not bad so far, but we know something's coming your way. Houston, it's been a mess of a morning. And Atlanta, live look from the Coca-Cola World headquarters. We've got partly cloudy conditions. Let's talk about the big question on a lot of people's minds. What are the odds of a white Christmas in my city?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. You know, every single day it's getting a little bit clearer. Let's go down to the man with the answer, our winter storm expert. We're talking to Tom Nizzle.
All right, Tom, so tell us, who will get a white Christmas?
Well, you know, guys, it's certainly going to be a messy week travel-wise as we get into that winter week. There's still a lot of differences in our model solutions. Let me show you how this is going to unfold. We're going to look at our upper-level winds at the jet stream. This is well up in the atmosphere. In that Christmas Eve time frame, this jet streak right here, winds probably in excess of 150 miles an hour, are going to develop a low pressure system over the Great Lakes region. I'm going to show you how this is going to take place. Watch this low lift northward here into the Great Lakes region, and as it does so, it's going to coil up like a tight spring here in that Wednesday night and into Christmas Day time frame. Now, out ahead of that low, this is the rain snow line. We're going to see a big rain event here for the eastern U.S., the Northeast in particular, right in through Christmas Eve. It is going to be a mess. Travel's going to be rough there, especially air travel. On the backside, wind and snow coming from the upper Great Lakes region through Detroit, Cleveland, and into Buffalo, and that's going to continue right into Christmas Day. But look on Christmas Day, the East Coast here gets colder, but there's not a lot in the way of moisture, so probably a colder day and windy, but likely not a lot of snowfall for that area. If we take a look at how the snow is going to set up, the heavier snowfall amounts, once again, are going to be in the upper Great Lakes here, down across the area south of Buffalo in the snow belts, but along the eastern seaboard here, likely not going to see too much in the way of snow. And again, we play it out for Christmas Eve, that wintry mix across the Ohio Valley, snow back in the upper Great Lakes, and into Christmas Day once again, the snow going to be confined to these areas of upstate New York down along the Appalachians here, with likely not seeing much in the way of wintry weather across the East Coast. Guys, we'll keep you updated. We're still several days away. These solutions can change, and I want you to stay tuned because travel's going to be important during Christmas week. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Tom, thanks so much. One of the busiest men in the building this holiday season.
Yeah, he is. All right. It's not just the snow, though. We've got rain out there. It's already making a mess out on the roads, including in Houston.
Absolutely. You know, Houston is in not only for a wet day, but for a very wet weekend. And I'll tell you, visibility is just awful. Jen, I may be wrong here, but I don't think we have any delays at Busch Continental or at Hubie.
I can't believe it. They need to just, I think, defog their camera, Reynolds.
You think so? Could that be the issue?
Is it this foggy? Let's go to Mike Seidel and find out if it's really this foggy. Mike Seidel is live this morning in downtown Houston. And Mike, I mean, we couldn't see anything from the tower cam.
Absolutely not.
Well, it's raining very hard. There is some fog out here. This is the Katy Freeway
And we're looking at traffic heading towards the downtown area. This is eastbound traffic. We're just west of downtown. We've got water now running again down the sides of the streets because it's been raining very hard over the past 30 minutes. And talking about the airport, yes, there is no ground delay program from the FAA, but there are delays. At Intercontinental, last check, they've got 81 flights delayed, 3 cancellations. That is a small number. And at Hobby, nearby Hobby, 32 delayed flights and 1 cancellation. So the issue today are delays and not so much cancellations. Take you back to early this morning, around 7 or so. It was raining even harder than this, coming down at more than an inch an hour. And look at this rainfall. These are frog stranglers here along the upper Texas Gulf Coast. And this caused some localized flash flooding. Some underpasses did fill up with water. But Houstonians, they take this all in stride.
Rain, when it comes, sometimes we have to be a little bit more prepared. You know, we have slippery surfaces to walk on. We're always constantly working. But I don't think the rain is really going to stop a Houstonian from continuing the routine.
Yeah, there you go. It's just a little rain out here. It's going to be moving out later on this afternoon. And Jen, thank goodness it's rain and not anything else. Temperature right now about 60 degrees. So it's a very mild morning. We've also had the thunder and lightning. Jen?
Yeah, Mike, that frog strangling rain that you talk about there, I'm seeing it pond up behind you. Has it caused any flooding?
Well, yes, we've had some flooding in those low-lying intersections. As I mentioned earlier, some water has collected when we get these downpours, but it has been backing off very quickly. As far as I know, I've been keeping an eye on it. There have been no flash flood warnings so far this morning in the Houston metro area. But a great weekend here. Everything moves on out. It'll be dry and mild, about 60 or so, the average high 64. So good weekend for flying and for shopping.
All right. Mike Seidel, thank you very much. He keeps good track of the weather for shoppers, so I hope I'm on his Christmas list. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming your way in the south. Reynolds has the forecast.
Yeah, and very descriptive frog strangler. It sounds like an adult beverage in a biker bar. Not that there's anything wrong with that, just for bringing it up for you. Hey, guys, take a look at this. Wet holiday travel expected throughout the south. If you are out there and you're riding the bikes, guys, you got to be careful today. Harleys have a tough time in heavy rain. Anybody does driving out there, and that might be the case on 10. Give yourself plenty of braking distance. I know it's not ice, but sometimes you got to drive like it is because of the poor visibility. Same rules apply. Guys, take it easy, no rushes. We take our way over to New Orleans and we see the showers rushing in Pensacola. Some of this very intense is indicated by the spots where you see the red and we have the orange. Where it's green, it's light to moderate, and it's going to keep on coming. We expand outward and you see that shield of rain that goes from Pensacola, kind of spotty, but then it gets more intense when you get back into Texas. There's the weak disturbance. That's going to be the engine that's going to make it work. And take a look at this. Wow, a lot of rain that can be expected for much of the deep south. High elevation, we might have some frozen precipitation, but for many of you, raindrop city is going to be the situation for today, for tomorrow. And as we expand into the rest of the forecast, looks like places like, well, New Orleans will be dealing with thunderstorms first, then raindrops as we wrap it up on both Saturday and Sunday. Jen, back to you.
All right, Reynolds. Up next, we're going to talk travel. The rush is underway, and we will get a live report from Reagan Medji coming up. She's in New York City, where you can see a cloudy sky, but no rain here right now.
MegaRed is an omega-3 supplement recognized by the Hope Heart Institute. Research shows omega-3s may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. The omega-3s in MegaRed are easily absorbed by the body, and it's just one small pill a day. Support your heart health with MegaRed.
Discover card. I just received a text from Discover HQ. Yep. We check every purchase every day and alert you if anything looks suspicious. Nice. I'm looking into some suspicious activity myself.
Madam, that is not a changing table.
At Discover, we treat you like you'd treat you. Get the IT card at discover.com.
Discover Brookside and discover an exciting combination of tastes. Rich dark chocolate covering soft centers, flavored with exotic fruit juices. It's chocolate and fruit flavors like you've never experienced before. Discover Brookside.
How do I know what to get my family for Christmas? I let them loose at Burlington. They've got hundreds of gifts, something for everyone. And best of all, I pay much less than the department stores. Now I just have to go back by myself to buy it all.
Currently in our area, 75 degrees under fair skies. today, sun and clouds mixed. High 76. Winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, some clouds. Low 61. Winds light and variable. Saturday, mostly sunny skies. High 79. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Every Sunday night. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Mega Red is an omega-3 supplement recognized by the Hope Heart Institute. Research shows omega-3s may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. The omega-3s in Mega Red are easily absorbed by the body, and it's just